The KZN Future 50 with Pavlo Fatidis. Inspiring KZN's business future.
Pavlo Fatidis from Oric. Good morning, Pavlo.
Good morning, team.
So which business are we going to be featuring today, and why did you pick them?
So it's an unusual pick, this one, because I think it's really important that we deal with the social issue, which is equally an economic issue, around plastic. I've spoken to Priya and Reddy from Plastics SA. They're a not-for-profit organization that really are designed to support the growth, development and sustainability of the plastics industry. And what they do is they offer both technical and vocational training relevant to the industry. I know plastics always get a bad rap, but there is another side to plastic. And that's why I think this is a business worthwhile talking about.
So what makes them special enough to be on the KZN Future 50?
Common, if you think about it, plastic is used everywhere. And beside the fact that it gets a bad rap, what annoys me about the bad rap that plastic gets, because it's such a vital ingredient right across all products that are used in almost every single industry, is that the bad rap comes as a result of plastic pollution. And plastic pollution, the irony of it, is that we ourselves as consumers, the grumpy consumers who complain about it, are probably the greatest source of it. We can control it if we just simply apply some level of self-restraint and discipline behind it. I think there's a real opportunity to rise up against single-use plastics, because there's so much technology occurring in plastic manufacture and the material sciences behind plastic that we can start stepping beyond single use. And if we all recycled with a bit of care, a bit of thought, a bit more responsibly, we can actually and could actually go a long way to removing the bad rap and giving it a very positive economic opportunity to help build the South African landscape further.
So, Pavlo, where can Plastic SA be in 5 years?
What's really irritating me about South Africa at the moment, we don't think big anymore, because every time we think big, we think of everything that would prevent the big idea from happening. As we stand right now, we have a 13 billion rand trade deficit in imported plastics. We don't produce and use plastic smartly at all. We import it from other countries. And because it is such a fundamental material used across every single industry, I want to put an idea out there. And the idea does center around toothbrushes, because a toothbrush is a plastic injected product. It uses a technology called 2K molding, which is in its infancy in South Africa. So let's run some numbers here. How many South Africans do we have?
About 60 mil?
Are we going to assume that all South Africans brush their teeth?
Yes, we're going to hope so.
I hope so.
If we were to turn around and say, Dis-Chem, Clicks, ShopRite, Pick n Pay, all the big retailers, how many toothbrushes do you buy a month? Let's look at those numbers. Let's call together the big players in the plastic industry and say we are going to, over a period of time, service your toothbrush requirements by investing in plant to manufacture toothbrushes locally. We're going to stop importing toothbrushes. We're going to manufacture toothbrushes. And once we have gotten that right, we're going to be exporting toothbrushes back to the environments where we've been exporting them or importing them from. If we took a view like that and we got government behind it, instead of investing money in all these ideas that never seem to manifest, and we were to back the establishment of a big national toothbrush manufacturing plant in KZN, where we have the talent, we have the need from a job creation point of view, we have the economy of the port in order to export. And if we were to take it on and work together in order to build an industry that prevents us from being a net importer, that's how you get ahead in the global economy. It takes a big idea, it takes all these players together, big industry, consumers and government, working as one against a big vision. And I promise you, people are going to say it's impossible to do. And then I'm going to argue, what did Madiba say? Because if his dream was impossible, we wouldn't be here today.
Ambitious. Let's see what we can do. Pavlo Fatidis from Oric joining us for KZN Future 50. Thank you, Pavlo.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.